at you.
Happy Homebrew
Wednesday, indeed.
Wednesday. Yes, it is.
Yes. And we got a few things going on here, but you know, we got some funny things. Some funny things that we've seen this week. We've just gotta, off the top, share some of these cool things. The first one was the photo that Josh sent us.
Oh, that is sick.
Off the charts. All right, we're gonna slide to the edge of the frame, and then kind of go, poof.
Poof.
All right, you see it there?
There it is.
All right,
there's the photo.
So we'll just expand it over us a little. I know, we'll shrink it down. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah.
Is that sweet? I mean, okay, so what this is, Josh works with a catering company sometimes to make some extra dough. So he went and was at this wedding this last weekend or so. He sent me this photo, and the groom made this tap. So you've got the big old barrel and the thing on top with the drain on the barrel and the
cool
tap handles.
Antler horn tap handles.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
And then if you could read the sign on top, you would see that it says on top is Gary's Blonde Ale, Grandpa Paul's IPA, and Vic's Brown Ale. This is another family brewery.
Yep.
So anyway,
pretty
gotta
sweet.
love it.
I mean, it was cool. It had the drain holes in it, and it had that little square part on the top so that the handles were all cold. But I mean, it's poured right onto this. It was sweet.
It was beautiful. Just beautiful.
Clemens Homebrew needs one of those.
We need one of those. That's the kind of tap I would love to have.
Yeah, that's what we would have.
That was sweet. All right, and there's more news. There was some more interesting news. Dave was in the news.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Yeah.
First time. What's up?
Who's Dave, you ask, right? It's not a who, right?
No.
Dave is a beer.
Oh, that's right.
That
Never
Dave.
mind.
That Dave.
That Dave. Oh.
So,
all right, yeah, Dave was in the news. You're right.
Dave was in the news. Actually, it was this morning. People on Twitter got a Twitter from Hair of the Dog, that from Alan. Alan's back in town. That they were selling bottles of Dave. Now, Dave is a barley wine. It was produced in 1994, and the way that it was produced, they took Hair of the Dog Fred, which some of you have had, an amazing beer. They made
delicious
300 gallons of this, and then they froze it.
Yeah,
Took off the ice. They did it 3 times. They condensed the 300 gallons down to 100 gallons, leaving a 29% ABV beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, is right. So I got the news. It hit me this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have to go down? Oh God, I wonder what this is gonna cost. $2,000 a bottle. Just
nothing. Hey, so I made friends with Tiger Woods this weekend. He was like, oh, sure, we'll go down. We'll get a couple bottles for you, Christian. I'm like, thanks, Tiger.
So anyway, but
ridiculous.
But we came up with an alternative. Our closest proximity we could afford. Hair of the Dog has things like Adam of the Wood.
Yeah, it does.
Fred of the Wood. And you know, we've had those, but what'd we get?
Well, we got Alan of the Wood.
Or Alan from the Wood.
Alan from the Wood. You see that? Oh. From the Wood.
But it doesn't say Hair of the Dog.
No, it does not. No. Breakside Brewing is one of the up-and-coming breweries. They just moved into a place in Gresham where they're starting to brew a little bit more.
This brew was made in honor of Alan Sprintz, who's the founder and head brewer of Hair of the Dog. And this is a limited release. It's a 10.3% ABV. It's what type of beer?
It's a red ale.
A dark red ale.
Yeah.
And it's made from smoked wheat malt.
Smoked wheat malt.
And aged 7 months in rye whiskey barrels.
Yeah, 7 months. Which is pretty good for a smaller brewery up and coming, I'd say.
So Alan from the Wood is looking pretty good now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so cool because it's stamped on there, and it doesn't say the ABV or anything. And we're like, oh, what's this? I'm like, I knew Breakside was good, but then I looked it up on my smartphone, and smartphone said, yes.
We go, bing! So I got one and Christian got one. We'll,
better
we'll,
believe it.
We'll review one soon and we'll be aging one. So some amazing stuff. All right. Okay. So now we'll get down to really what we said and promised we would do. We promised Jason Davies that we would be trying his Duvel clone today, and we've got it right here, the Jason Davies Duvel clone. So we're gonna get this one popped open and we're gonna give it a try.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I poured Christian's a little more aggressively. I can smell this, by the way, over here already. So,
I can too.
okay, it's really clear, actually, Jason. It's amazingly clear. This is actually very beautiful in appearance. I don't know why Christian seems like has a lot more bubbles than mine, but anyway. All right.
It's got decent lacing, too.
Let's get a nose on this. Okay.
All right.
Well,
We're kind of impressed.
yeah, I'm actually really impressed by the aroma so far. I mean, we're getting like some of the bubble gum, the Belgian bubble gum.
The banana.
Yeah. And we get some grassy notes in
A little bit
there.
of grassy notes in there.
It smells like it's probably crisp.
Yeah,
to me.
definitely smells crisp.
It's really an impressive aroma. It truly is a very impressive aroma. Okay, from the nose, I would say this is killer. This is good.
Yeah,
So, all right, cheers.
Let's try this. Oh, that's
Damn.
really good. I'm
impressed.
You got a little
I'm really
bit,
impressed.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a bitterness on the aftertaste, I would say. But it comes through and has that sweetness to it, that like light Belgian taste to it that I actually enjoy.
Wow, and those things we talked about are there. I get that from the Belgian yeast. I get like the bubblegum taste. What I like is it's not an overpowering bubblegum. It's definitely very, very present. And you get the banana on it for sure. You get some of that banana type flavor. A slight bit of grassiness on it.
There is a slight bit of grassiness.
I'm not getting any funk, so I like that. That's good. But it's a very clean taste. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I'm impressed with it. It's clean. Like I said, there's a little bit of a bitterness to the end, almost.
It's very mild, though.
But it's mild.
It is very mild. This is 8.44%, so...
Well, that is a really good percentage.
Cheers.
Yeah.
After you get through a little bit of that, you won't taste anything of the aftertaste.
Now, here's the problem.
But it really was mild. It was barely there. He was picky.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So here's the problem I have. We've got this beer that's a clone, right? But I don't have anything to compare it to. What do you say, Dad?
It would be a lot better if we had some compared to.
You're right. And I just so happen to have, a couple of these sitting in my fridge.
Did. He really did.
I
He
just
happen
happen to have a couple of these sitting in my fridge, just given to me because I'm an awesome receiving clerk.
Gifts are beautiful things.
I know. I just get boxes of beer dropped off at my house because people like me. No. Now, with this one...
He's going to make the old man open it?
Yeah.
All right, well, I bought something to... This won't be too hard.
Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Woo! That was a celebration and a half.
All right, so let's look at this.
I was trying to see what ABV the original is. Oh, 8.5. So 8.44 versus 8.5.
That's
I
really
call
good.
that a match.
That's
I
a
call
really
that
good match.
And
Now, I'm doing a little comparison. Theirs is a little bit more hazy than yours.
and it's lighter in color.
Yeah, a little lighter in color. So, I don't know. I enjoy a clear beer.
I like the clear beer part, actually.
Yeah.
So in appearance, I think I liked yours better. There's a little more carbonation on theirs, but not a whole lot.
Yours was more enticing, like a champagne almost,
Yeah.
you know?
All right, let's get a nose.
Yeah.
Less of the bubble gum
Yeah.
in the
less of
aroma.
bubble gum.
and a little more of like the hay grass, barnyard
Yeah, a little bit more
type
hay
aroma.
grass.
Whereas yours had light hay grass, barnyard, and a heavy bubble gum. This is the light bubble gum. It was just those two were reversed.
I'd say that this one actually has more of the Belgian-esque smell to it, though, also.
I don't know. I think this has a fainter smell for me. I thought there was a lot more aroma.
There was
his.
more aroma coming out of his,
All right.
but
Well,
here, let's
we'll see.
taste.
Cheers.
Let's see the comparison.
Interesting.
You know what? I was too harsh on you. They have the same kind of bitterness at the end as you had, so...
I think I nailed it before. I mean, there's a little more effervescence, I think, in there slightly. This has a little bit more of a taste of a closer towards a saison in flavor. There's more of that hay grass barnyard flavor. It's not real strong, but it's there.
It does have it. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's more the hay grass, more of the... Well,
And that bitter at the backside was not an off taste. It was a hop, I'm sure. This has that hop taste on the backside
does.
too. Exactly.
now, let's see. You know what? You have a better beer than Duvel, I would say. And that's my personal thoughts on that one.
I think theirs is just drier. I think that theirs just fermented out a little bit more with slightly more carbonation.
But if I was going to pick a beer, I'd drink yours over theirs.
I think it depends on my mood. I think they're both really fantastic. I think you did a really great job.
Yeah, it was an excellent, excellent clone, I'd say.
Wow. I got some good drinking ahead of me.
Oh, darn, we have 2 bottles open. They must be finished.
Well, I have to thank you a lot. I truly do appreciate that, Jason. And as much as I appreciate it, I still have to do this. Go Ducks!
Go Ducks!
Jason's a big Alabama fan, but and I gotta tell you, I gotta do it. I gotta say it. You know, I don't do the NFL rants. You know, I'm not. But I tell you what, that was a tight game for Bama. They had a tight game against Johnny football and Texas A&M. That was a tight game, and I gotta tell you, they run the Ducks offense, but nobody does that better than the Ducks.
It's true. Even when Chip's gone, they're still...
You put the Ducks in that same day, I say the Ducks would have taken Bama down. And that's a game we all would like to have seen.
Down with the Crimson Tide. By the way, I'm an Arkansas fan when it comes with SEC, so I don't want anything to do with Bama. I'm sorry, buddy. No love for them here.
My good friends like to send me texts and say, "Go Bama," just to taunt me. So, and I pass on unkind things back.
This weekend. No, I'm joking.
Bam!
I had a nail biter, a week ago when they were, UCLA was playing Nebraska. Oh, man, I was almost crying up, but UCLA's looking good, guys. They're next on the list of Pac-12.
Actually, they've moved up. They've done good. And we got actually some good representation going because we got Washington's doing well.
Arizona
And
State,
Stanford's up there. So we've got 4 boys on that top list. Arizona dropped off, but oh well.
Hey,
all right.
Whoa! Did you hear that?
Oh, is that not like our favorite tune?
No.
Oh, favorite tune.
Oh,
yes.
it sucks to be us. Oh, darn.
Well, we got a little care package.
We We got a care package again.
Mr. Josh, Man Bear Pig, was doing some shopping and said, "Hey, Uncle Kevin, you won't believe what I'm looking at right now." And I said, "Send her up, send her up." So he sent up a few other beers, and then we'll show you the one we were talking about.
Oh, let's see what you want to show Dad.
Oh, yes. So we got some clown shoes, first of all.
Hey,
And,
who can complain about that?
But this time we got the one that was the harder to find one. Porcine Dragon. Oh yeah, that's the barrel aged baby. That's the harder of the imperial stouts to find from them. Very excited about that. Nice, nice.
What's next on the list? Oh my! Well, this sounds like me right off the bat. We got the chocolate sombrero. Look at that! Oh, look at that Latino man in his sombrero. That's pretty cool. This is the Mexican-style chocolate stout by them.
I've heard that this is quite good. Oh yeah, this one sounded good. It got some good ratings. It is the Very Angry Beast, right?
Rawr, the Angry Beast.
All right, so that's supposed to be really fantastic. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Imperial Stout? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
But this will be saved for probably our 200th or 250th beer review.
Yeah.
Starts with a white wax.
Ooh.
And then as we bring it up,
Ooh.
boom!
Oh my!
White chocolate from the brewery. Score!
Where did that come from? Thank you, Man Bear Pig.
Oh my goodness!
What?
You know, I'm assuming this is the second batch.
If this is first batch, it should have been way more money. So
This
I'm
is
assuming.
14.75%.
Damn.
But Christian and I had this video we did. We went to a beer share and end of November, beginning of December last year, and we got some small pours of white chocolate. Freaking blowing, mind blowing for me anyway.
Mind blowing.
It tasted like white chocolate.
It was delicious. Yeah.
So we're really super stoked.
I can't wait to share this bottle together.
We're gonna try to get Colin in on that one, and that will be like either our 200th or 250th beer review, and it'll be a lot of fun. He's saying no, but yeah, I think so. So it'll be fun. I don't know when we're gonna bust that out, but yeah, that's gonna be exciting. So anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing for beers? Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for our Kolsch to be ready to drink off bottle, and technically we hit 2 weeks on this coming weekend. I always liked these Kolsch's a little longer in the bottle, so 3 weeks. But we'll see. We might break one open for next Homebrew Wednesday just to see where it's at. And then I'm going to be sending some down to my nephew in Southern California because he helped me brew the beer. But so we've got that going on. And of course, we've got the Use It or Lose It IPA.
That's true.
And I did put that in secondary with all the additional hops. So I think Matt said very well, it's either going to be, really hoppy great beer or one muddled mess. It smelled pretty good. Going into secondary, but then we added more pop. So who knows? It's gonna be hoppy.
We've got a beer from Man Bear Pig that he threw a whole bunch in, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I mean, they're older hops, but whatever. So we're gonna have fun with that, and I probably owe Josh one of those, I'm sure. And then Christian's brother, my son Colin, who you've seen in beer reviews, really wants, it's his big thing.
Big thing.
He wants to make a stout, more like probably an imperial stout, with hot peppers.
How awesome would that be?
He's done a
little
little bit
chocolate,
of review.
a little hot pepper. I think that'd be sweet.
And some of you have experience doing that, I know. And
Yeah.
DJ, I know you know about chocolate and peppers, so any tidbits you can throw our way about maybe peppers that we can maybe get our hands on will be good. I was thinking, what is the Anjou chili peppers? Anyway, so we'll be looking at some peppers that we can put in. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know about you, I'm thinking of chocolate and peppers. That's kind of like Mexican dishes do chocolate with peppers.
Mole.
And there is a restaurant downtown right by us. I've had mole in some fantastic restaurants in Mexico. But there is this restaurant in our town that had the best mole I've ever had. So I'm going to have to go talk to them. They have like about 3 different peppers they put into it. So I might have to get some advice from them, see what they can tell me in terms of chocolate and peppers. But that could be really a lot of fun. I really want to make a black IPA.
That would be pretty fun.
I've been really wanting to for a while. Winter's a great time for black IPAs.
Yes.
And then finally, the other thing I want to do is for the two of us to kind of get together and basically take the recipe that we had for the robusted SJ Woodshop Porter, but beef that baby up at a slightly higher mash temp.
Of course.
And turn it into a stout. But do like we did with our small batch, add in bourbon aged on oak.
Well, of course.
To the whole thing. So
we don't got our own oak barrel.
The bourbon, the oak aged bourbon, with vanilla beans that we had of the SJ Pour was just
amazing.
Yeah.
And then one last thing, I know it's going into rain season, so we're going to be brewing a lot because no one wants to do anything outside while it's raining here in Oregon. So we'll be brewing. But I found the new channel,
Brewdog.
Brewdogs.
On Esquire.
On Esquire, yeah. And that was pretty sick.
That was
great.
It
was in the hometown of Man, Bear, Pig, and Ryan
Rashawn of
that's right.
Stumpy Joe Jr.
Stumper Joe.
Down in San Diego area.
San Diego. It was really cool. It's these 2 Scottish guys.
The guys that started Brewdog.
Yep.
Or Scotland.
They're here in the United States visiting different towns and different breweries. And they hooked up with the guys from Stone.
Yep. Great Koch.
And they brewed their own beer.
On a train.
On a train. They built a whole entire
brew stand
stand that they put on a train with springs and everything just so that they could brew it while they were going to LA and back. And they were going for a West Coast IPA, and they put chili in there, or the hottest chili they could find, the hottest one in the world, Ghost Chilies. And then they also had seaweed and rosemary.
From the ocean. They got it fresh.
Yeah, those guys went out 2 miles out to sea.
And the rosemary came right from the gardens at Stone.
Yeah, so
it is awesome.
Pretty cool stuff. It looks to be an awesome show. Their whole goal is to find new breweries and then brew a beer in that area like no one else has brewed a beer before. So
and the other thing, of course, which is a big deal by Greg, is to go find people who aren't big beer drinkers or are drinkers of,
crap beer.
Crappy beer, and convert them to craft beer.
Yeah.
And it was fun watching them pick up like this grandma and all these people and then bring them along and then treat them to good beers while they're riding the train. That was fun.
It's like Clement's Homebrew on crack, okay, guys?
On wheels with a camera crew. If we could, I would love to do that.
I was like, I don't know why they haven't found us and invited us.
Yeah, we need to be doing that. I think so. Well, it sounds like a good new episode.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, from Clement's Homebrew,
happy Homebrew Wednesday,
and keep your kettles boiling.